We welcome back all of our viewers to historic Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's the Ravens in possession of the football as we rejoin the action in the first quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
This defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. We also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
He's going to keep this again. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Working with a 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A little costly there. You wipe out the first down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Off play action. Kaplan sliding out of the pocket. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up
sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's...
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football?
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Now that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Mitchell throwing on first down. That's into the hands of Reynolds. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
So, partner, that play broke huge. And when you can get a guy into the open field after the catch, he does actually turn into a running back. But in this case...
That's not his role.
No, not ultimately, because he didn't do what? He didn't secure the football. And if he had done that, that play would have been spectacular. Instead, he turns it over.
Yeah, a big play, all for naught. Incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 92 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week, oh, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win a ball game, I agree with you. Not happy at all. Trying to figure out how to up his game and inspire his teammates to do the same.
That's a true leader. Now Mitchell off the play fake. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one...
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his man, complete. That's Reynolds. They'll run on 1st down. Kidd, with a juke. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Mitchell to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught once again by Brown.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st down, Mitchell. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Mitchell. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good to make it 21-17. That time a 6-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
Yeah, I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Kaplan. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Kaplan. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And quickly they get to the line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Kaplan. Bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is going to be Packer football. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On 2nd down, Kidd. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was the visiting Cowboys who got the win on the road. J.K. Dobbins, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far with a touchdown run as well. From there, we head up.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with it defensively, and it'll bring up second down. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week. It takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Brown. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He'll buy some time right. He finds his man, complete. It's Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those
John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Mitchell eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Back to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. And that hold goes to wipe away a big return.
And I know from the outside in, you think, why are you holding? Just make sure you don't grab anyone. But you want to keep people away from your return guy. And sometimes those sudden moves, that speed, you reach out and inadvertently do something, and the penalty flag comes out.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Mitchell. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that. Talk.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that ball popped free. We could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, Mitchell. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
And, Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Off play action. Mitchell going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
To throw is Mitchell on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish the...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Mitchell now looking to throw on 2nd down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Chase Young in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Off the play fake. Kaplan, he's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll check on his status when we get back. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Mitchell on 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Now Mitchell to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Hawkins. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, Mitchell. He finds his man, complete. That's Brown.
And he's going to have the Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Mitchell on 1st down.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Mitchell.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing on first down. Kaplan. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Kaplan under pressure, and they got to him again. Chase Young racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Another dramatic play here. Defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Kaplan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
From the gun on 3rd down. Kaplan throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Not much there, only a yard. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this is taken in at the 5. Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Kaplan. He finds his man. Complete. It's Brown. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Kaplan. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st down, Kidd. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Kidd.
56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
He finds his man, complete. That's Hawkins. And it's a Packers touchdown from 17 yards out.
And the Packers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that would bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25.
And the Ravens taking the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw. Kaplan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Ali Marpet, the guard, caught there.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Kaplan. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Hook up of 15 yards there. And that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. Kaplan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone.
And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time